Hello friends, this is Prerna Raut, a student of Autonomous PG College, Chhindwara. In our previous video, we have already discussed the construction, working and various types of capacitors, and in this video we will discuss the measurement techniques of capacitor. This is our digital capacitance meter. It's LCD screen. This is power key, zero adjustment knob, rotary switch which can rotate, and this is a slot and jack. The techniques for capacitance measurement is: turn the rotary switch to a proper capacitance range, and to obtain accurate measuring values, perform zero adjustment before measuring capacitance under 20 nanofarad. Slowly turn the zero adjustment knob to calibrate the display until the LCD shows 000. Please perform the zero adjustment with test lead or SMD test clips inserted in. The adjustment range is 24 picofarad. Insert the capacitor into the slot and slot or clip the capacitor with test clip. The value will be displayed on LCD with the unit of the selected range. If LCD displays 1, it means over range. If there is 1 or 00 before the digit, choose a lower range to increase the resolution and accuracy. The value of capacitor to be measured is unknown. Choose the lowest range, that is 200 picofarad, and increase the range step by step until a satisfactory reading is obtained and overrange symbol 1 is disappeared. If capacitor is breakdown, LCD will display range symbol 1 in all ranges. If capacitor has a small leakage, LCD will display range symbol 1 or a big capacitance value which is much bigger than the normal value. If capacitor is open circuit, LCD will display 0 at all ranges. When measuring the small, that is picofarad capacitance, to minimize the effect of capacitance stored in the test clips, the test clip should be as short as possible, and try to use the slot if it is possible. Keep the test clips close to the pins of capacitor under measuring and then perform zero adjustment. Make sure the distance between test clips is not changed when you measure the capacitor, thus can get an accurate value. Some test leads may carry large capacitance. If it cannot be calibrated by a ADJ knob, you should remember the capacitance value and then deduct it from your test results. Some capacitors, especially the electrolytic capacitors, will have large capacity. Don't be surprised if the test result is much bigger than the nominal value. Usually the test result is rarely smaller than the nominal value. To check the existence of a leaky capacitor, switch the function knob to different capacitance range. If the test value has significant difference, it means there is a leaky capacitor. The difference increases proportionally with the capacitance of leaky capacitor. Auto power off. When there is no measurement in 20 minutes, the meter will auto power off and enter dormancy mode. Press power button will exit the dormancy mode. It won't power off when LCD displays value bigger than 20% of the maximum value at this range. Before measuring the capacitance of a capacitor with the help of digital capacitance meter, we should keep some precautions in mind. Pay attention to the polarities of the capacitor if it is polarized type. Use the red test clip to the clip of capacitor's positive, that is long leg of the capacitor, and the black test clip to the clip of capacitor's negative terminal or shorter leg of the capacitor. To avoid damage to the meter or to the equipment under test, disconnect circuit power source and discharge all high voltage higher than 250 volt capacitors before measurement. Do not connect the test terminal with voltage source and do not measure the capacitor in circuit if there is high voltage. Even if it can get readings, it will cause the big error and damage the meter when the circuit is not powered off or there exists voltage or the capacitor is not discharged completely. Fourth, do not short the test leads, otherwise it will cause dissipation of large current and make over range display in all ranges. Zero adjustment will fail when SMD test clip's capacitance is bigger than 20 picofarad. Now we will measure the capacity of electrolytic capacitor with the help of digital capacitance meter. Connect the right clip of digital capacitance meter with the positive terminal of capacitor and black clip with the negative terminal of capacitor. Switch on the digital capacitance meter with the help of power key and rotate the rotary switch so as to find the appropriate range of the capacitor, and we have 208 microfarad in our LCD screen. Here you can see that the written value on the electrolytic capacitor is 220 microfarad and our observed reading is 208 microfarad, which comes in the range of permissible tolerance. To check whether this capacitor is in working condition or not, we use a digital multimeter, set it at high resistance, connect positive lead of digital multimeter with negative terminal of capacitor and negative terminal of DMM with positive terminal of capacitor. The LCD screen shows that the capacitor is charging. Here we have used an electrolytic capacitor and this is our over limit, that is LCD screen representing 1 is over limit. This shows that the capacitor is charging. Now this one shows that the capacitor is fully charged in one direction. Now we will connect positive terminal of DMM with positive terminal of capacitor and negative terminal of DMM with negative terminal of capacitor, so as to, now our LCD screen first shows negative value, then 0, and then constantly increasing to positive values. The positive value is constantly increasing, which shows that the capacitor is charging in opposite polarity. The values are constantly increasing, which shows our capacitor is charging in reverse polarity or opposite direction. It constantly increases up to 1, that shows our capacitor has been fully charged in reverse polarity. As the capacitor is charging in both polarities, hence it can be concluded that the capacitor is working in good condition. In order to check the working of capacitor in the absence of digital multimeter, we require a galvanometer or a DC buzzer. First we will charge the capacitor with the help of a 9-volt DC battery. Connect positive terminal of battery with positive terminal of capacitor and negative terminal of battery with negative terminal of capacitor. Now our capacitor is charging, as positive charge are accumulating on positive plate of capacitor and negative charges on negative plate of capacitor. Now our capacitor is charged. We will then touch the positive terminal of galvanometer with positive terminal of capacitor and negative terminal of galvanometer with negative terminal of capacitor, and if the galvanometer shows deflection, that means our capacitor is in good working condition. In this video we have discussed the various techniques to check the capacitor with the help of digital multimeter and without using digital multimeter. Hope you understood the process. So please like our video and subscribe our channel Autonomous Academy. Thank you.